What's going on, guys? Aggronix, and welcome back to week 4 of the ElysianUCL, the final week for week 4. Today, we're going to discuss the analysis, the power rankings, all of that. We're going to discuss the analysis. English is my best friend. Today, we're going to jump in, and we're going to discuss the power rankings, discuss everyone's battle, discuss everyone's week. And with that being said, I am joined by Zen. Zen, what's the story, man? Stuff, exactly. That's just what you want in a sandwich, like. We have Cubchoo.
Hey.
Hey! And we have Joey. Good old Joey.
Always here.
Always here. Joey's always here. So, with that being said, we are going to go over the power rankings, the teams. Actually, you can see right here. This is Kraft making changes, getting rid of Drudagon, and picking up Avalog, casual. But, with that being said, we're going to discuss how everyone's doing in the power rankings right now. And we have a lot of cool announcements. So, we're going to start out. I think everyone's ready to go. Let's just go into it straight away.
Do it.
Do it. Okay, so we start off with the Pittsburgh Pangoras. Now, we won't go into too much detail about them because they've dropped. Their coach, Gengar, I think he's been inactive.
I was in the Smash.
Were you? Wait, was he here?
Yeah, well, he didn't show up, but I was there.
Oh, yeah, he didn't show up. Yeah, I don't know if it was Salt or... Because he's been pretty inactive. Maybe he just forgot it was on. But, like, let's be honest. Like, he didn't. Come on, let's be honest. So, he didn't turn up. But...
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I don't want to say, but, like, he has a family member who's not doing so well.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I mean, Gengar, if you see this, if you can't do it, like, I understand. Like, if there's something going on personal, like, definitely that comes first before any game. You should at least tell us first. I mean, I don't know, like, you know. But, still, the Pittsburgh Pangoras have dropped from the league, and they're going to be taken over by my good friend, Steven. Bitch, please. MC McSweeney. You know him as in many names. The man of many faces. And he's going to be taking over. He's going to be the coach. He doesn't even have a name yet. He has, he's going to be either the fucking Liverpool Garboders because they're trash. All these names I named out, So, we'll see how Steve goes, but I don't think we'll go into too much information about it because Gengar has dropped. Steve is going to have a rough season because apparently what I'm saying. Obviously, he has 4 losses, so I think playoffs are pretty much out of the question, which is sucks. It really sucks. I mean, he's in a division where he might be able to scrape it out as long as he was able to beat Kraft and Jay. But I'm pretty sure the Pangoras have already faced Doruk, if I'm mistaken. I don't know really, but we'll see. Oh, sorry.
They faced the Rhyperiors already.
Yeah. See. Okay. So they've already faced one of the big 4. In my opinion, there's 4 in the Magma division right now. They're fighting over. I'm not saying. No. No, they are the big 4. Let's be honest, they are the big 4. I'm not putting you out of the question, but they are the 4 favorites. But if you were to beat all of them, totally.
He won so far.
True. So the thing is, right? Jay and me are really tight. Kraft and me are brez. So I wanted to see them do well. Doruk is really sound. Everyone in I love everyone in this league. Everyone's league is really sound. So I don't want to see anyone lose, but like someone has to. It's Pokemon. So. We'll see how Steve does. I hope he has a good season ahead of him. I hope he beats Kraft next week, because that'll be hilarious. Did someone just fall down the stairs?
No, somebody's moving.
Oh,
somebody's
Jesus.
moving a chair.
Oh my God, that sounded like someone legitimately dropped a metal locker down a stairs. That was hilarious. But let's move on. We have the Sherbrooke Talonflames, coached by. Zen? No. Zoo.
I think
Frank.
He said he wanted to be named called Frank.
Yes, Frank.
Frank, yeah. Why did you have to put 2 people in it with Z as the Zen Jester and Zuetsky? Come on, guys. But they're coached by Zen. We took them on this week, and we had a fantastic week against them. We got a 4-0 win. Nothing like that doesn't mean anything. I don't think you should judge that week on Frank because he had a really bad matchup. What was it again? He really didn't have anything for my Golurk. That was basically the short and sweet of it. Golurk was set up a substitute. He just could not deal with it. Taunt Aggron came through. You wouldn't expect Aggron to do so well with taunt, but it did, able to taunt the Ferrothorn, not being able to go for Leech Seed and Stealth Rock really nullified that Ferrothorn from being any threat. Being able to taunt the Chansey, Hitmonlee coming through and being able to kill the Ferrothorn and Chansey and stuff. It was just a very good week for the Cradillies. I probably could have made it better than a 4-0, like looking back, but Mega Charizard X is a problem and I'm not going to mess around with it. Steven's actually just getting on to me. It's grand. It's I could have done better probably, but it is what it is. So we're gonna move on to the South Florida Celebes, coached by Zen. Zen, what's going on? Is Zen even here?
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Oh yeah. So Zen is here. He faced Jay this week, and Jay's out for blood. Let's be honest. Jay had a good first few. I think he won his week 1 and then he lost his week 2 or something. Basically, he was messing around at the start. Yeah, I got that on the ball. But Jay is he's going for it, man. He's realized that he has a really good chance of getting into the playoffs if he keeps playing the way he's playing, and he has the team to back himself up. He has run Wash, he has Gliscor, he has Sharpedo, and he's really looking for it. But I don't know why I'm talking about Jay. Zen's team, he's taking over from Porygon, who also had to drop from the league. But, you have a really good team. You didn't drop Metagross, I'm assuming, right?
No. Last week I dropped
Arcanine.
for Chandelure.
Okay, so do you want to talk to us about what was going through your mind when you dropped Arcanine? Because I feel like Arcanine is better than Chandelure, but what you think?
I just needed something quick that had a grass move. I could also run like Power Herb, Solar Beam, Arcanine, but it wasn't going to outspeed the Sharpedo. And I wasn't going to outspeed several things. So my Chandelure ran this game was HB Ice, Shadow Ball,
Energy
Fire
Ball?
Blast, and Energy Ball.
Yeah.
So HB Ice just in case Gliscor came in, and Energy Ball for the Sharpedo and something else.
And the Rotom Wash, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Rotom. I had like several things to handle all these threats. The only threat I did not even see coming at all was the special Entei.
Yeah.
That thing obliterated me.
Yeah.
Because my game plan was I ran just enough speed to outspeed Jolly Sharpedo before the Mega.
Okay.
And
With
then the rest of the
Chandelure,
jumps
is this
into,
with
HP.
Chandelure?
Sorry. Let me go back. I ran a Scarf Shampoo.
Yeah.
And it was Modest Scarf. And then with Celebi, because this moment in the game was where it all went to shit. It was Celebi versus Entei. Celebi had already gotten a Nasty Powder.
Yeah.
By the time Entei was already in. So, if Jay kind of like went with the plan and stuck with an Adamant Entei instead of a timid one, I would have killed it with a +2 Earth Power. And then I would have basically either swept or punched humongous holes in the rest of his team, because I had Giga Drain for Sharpedo and Wash. I had Earth Power for Entei and something else. I had Recover in case I got too low. And I was bulky. I was running a quick and bulky set.
Exactly. Celebi's really good.
So if he didn't pack the special Entei, I would have won the game. Or it would have been very close. Like he would have won with like 1-0 or something.
Yeah. I believe it was a 4-0, wasn't it?
Because he ran, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a 4-0. It ended up being 4-0. But because he ran that special Entei, he literally destroyed any kind of plan I had.
Yeah.
Because
I'm reading it right now, actually.
I mean, that Celebi was supposed to.
I'm reading it right now. It says
the
team.
Yes, Celebi was actually, strangely enough, supposed to take out Entei because it outsped it, and then it would have supposed to take out Rotom and Sharpedo, and then from there, those were the biggest threats in the team.
Yeah.
From there, the rest of the team could have handled it. Because he got rid of my Celebi, I had nothing for his Entei, so
yeah. It's just unfortunate. Like, I don't think you could have brought anything to deal with Entei. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, Gastrodon. If you brought Solar Beam or Hidden Power Grass, I mean, you can't burn it with Scald. So, like, and it was still special anyway, so it did run Solar Beam, didn't it? I believe you said that. Because I've seen Sunny Day Eruption Solar Beam Entei, and that's actually, I think it was me that told him to do that, actually. run the special Lente. I'm actually not joking. I think it was me because I was saying Metagross is scary and stuff and Skarmory. Maybe it was me. I don't know. I won't take the credit for that. But it was a very, very good match. The score, like Joey says a lot of the time, the score does not dictate the game. Like you said, you know, it could have gone either way. But that one set that he brought really, really messed you up. So you're sitting at 14 right now. Considering who you're playing next week? Doruk. See, that's a really, like, if you were to win that game, you would be totally back into this. Like, no problem. But if you, like, Doruk is very, very good. So, good luck to you in your next battle. But,
I mean, I'll say this right now. The reason he's so low is he's had literally one game in the
exactly,
league
yeah,
so
exactly.
far.
Yeah, you can't judge it all on one game.
Yeah, so he still has a fresh slate as far as the games go. He doesn't have, you know, the previous coach's record weighing
Oh,
him
does that
so.
mean Steven doesn't either?
Correct.
Shit, I have to tell Steven to, like, really, really play well. Because Steven can still... Does that mean... Because that means that the South Florida Celebes are now -4 in the conference. Because they lost 4-0.
No. The record is still there, but as far as the power rankings are concerned, it's based on the coach's performance, not any previous coaches.
Okay, so he's still, like, minus...
I got excited first.
Yeah, me too. I was like, yo, you could still... Oh, no, you can't. There's always next season. Like, it's like if you played this season, you're probably going to get in the next season. But it's just unfortunate. The South Florida Celebes have 6 games left. And you know what? 6 wins, 4 losses? Doesn't sound that bad, right? Like, I'm hoping that you either go neutral or positive. So that's my hope for you. And hey, who knows? Maybe you'll still make playoffs. I mean, like, if you beat everyone, there might be a good chance, as long as fate works out, I guess.
I mean, he's in the right conference to do that. His conference doesn't have any undefeated teams, and you know everything's like all these different results that happen week in and week out. So he still has a good shot at making it.
Yeah, like, think of it this way: Kraft is one of the biggest contenders for the playoffs, and he's 2-2. Think about that, you know. So I think we'll move on. We're gonna move on to the Triton Tortugas, who we're gonna play next week. Now, this week they played Soresan. I swear to God, they could have beat Soresan. They had it in the game. They had it in the bag. Your man goes for Hurricane on the Suicune. Wait, he goes for Focus Blast instead of the Hurricane. Focus Blast doesn't kill. Hurricane would have killed. It's the same accuracy. It's the same power. Like, fucking hell. I don't know.
Would have been stabbed. So
exactly, it would have killed. And he would have won, because even if he didn't kill the Kofagrigus, he could have gone to Marathon. The Marathon would have been low enough to where the Marathon just flare blitzed that bitch dead. He would have won. North, you done fucked up. I'm sorry. But
oh man, I mean, North is just one of those curious cases that there's gonna be one week where everything goes right for him and he takes a win.
Better not be next week, because we play him next.
I mean,
yeah. See, like, the thing is, right? Jay, I was team building with Jay a little bit. You know, it's early in the week, so we don't have to team build too much. It's going up on Monday, which is the same day we're recording this. So, I knew I could beat North because I feel like I am a better battler than her. Like, the reason North got into such a good position was because he went for Substitute. If he didn't have Substitute, I don't know what would have happened. It might have been a much, much worse game for him. But that whole battle, he had the mindset he was going to lose, which is why he lost, you know? You know, if he didn't have that, if he tried to make the best plays possible, he would have easily won, no problem. But he didn't. So, we play the Triton Tortugas next week. They have a powerful lineup. They have Gengar, Tornadus, Hydreigon, Mega Scizor. What else do they have? They have, what's the fucking name? Crawdaunt. You know, they have so... What's Zarwar? Yeah. Even Luxray can be scary, but I have a plan for that. So, with that being said, we play them next week. North, good luck to you. I hope you do great next to this season. And yeah, anyone want to jump in? Actually, Cub, you take a second there. Do you want to say anything about the Triton Tortugas?
Does he still have all these dark types? I'm looking at the initial draft.
Yes, he has Hydreigon, Crawdaunt, and Zarwark. And I have a Sylveon, so that'll be fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of dark.
It's a lot of darkness. Yeah, yeah.
Maybe bids.
And the good thing is actually...
I didn't see the match. I don't
Yeah, the good thing about this actually, you can't swap out a Mon until, like, you can swap out a Mon, but it'll only get effect next week. So I can say right now, North, you don't have any ground types. Expect the pain. So we're gonna move on to the Lake of Rage Gyarados. Lake of Rage Gyarados are ran by
Nakreen.
Nakreen, thank you. I literally went blank. Lake of Rage Gyarados are a super duper super duper. I'm so gay. Hyper offensive team. They have Terrakion, Raikou, Weavile, Mega Houndoom, Tentacruel, Sandslash, Cinccino, and Ambipom on the same team. What are you doing with your life? Ninetales to set up the sun for fucking Mega Solar Power, Mega Houndoom. That's craziness. But I think he has a very very great team. If he was to play really, really well, like, he could easily win. But I mean, at the same time, he has this hyper offensive team. He can't really. He's forced to play a certain way, which, you know, it's the downfall of most hyper offensive teams. You're forced to play hyper offensively, and if you can't beat a team with offense, you lose. So that's basically all I gotta say about him.
I'm playing him next week. I'm looking at this.
Mm-hmm.
His like only mons that could be called defensive if you kind of push it is Sandslash and Tentacruel.
That's it, yeah, exactly.
And maybe like a sub Raikou.
Ninetales, especially
And
defensive, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. And,
Maybe.
like,
it has
facility
access.
process.
It has access to Will-O-Wisp as well.
Exactly. Dude, Mega Houndoom was base 90 defense.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, like,
But no one's like.
I get what you
He
mean.
doesn't have any walls though.
God, no,
Correct.
like, you can't even say Tentacruel is a wall because his physical defense is so pitiful. Like, you could say Aggron is not a wall, but let's be honest. So, like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's very, very interesting. You play them next week.
Yeah, he's
You play them next
also-
week, Cubchoo, so.
I'm gonna say he has a big ground weakness, which is.
Yeah, I noticed that when I saw the team as well. I don't think he has any immunities. I'm trying to think about it. Do you have any immunity to ground?
None.
Like, if you literally Choice Scarf him on with Earthquake, you win. That's really, really bad.
Fingers crossed.
I mean, the thing is he has, you know, I guess answers to any earthquake abuser. So you either have to
Frostlass, that's about it.
yeah, I mean, you have to completely wall out his offensive types, or you have to be able to trade enough blows and keep the momentum in your favor to take him down.
Exactly, yeah. He also has
'cause, I mean-
he also has a huge fighting weakness, so that's another thing as well.
I mean, he has Tentacruel and Sandslash that can kind of take on those fighting types.
Yeah, he basically picked 2 Rapid Spinners, so no one else could get a Rapid Spinner, which is fair enough. But he doesn't
You
have
can
any.
use that.
He doesn't
you
have
can
any
use-
Stealth Rocker except for Sandslash, so I don't really understand.
He's got spikes on Tentacruel.
True, but I don't know.
I mean-
Yeah.
If his playstyle is hyper offensive, then he's got the right team for it. I
Oh, yeah,
think,
totally.
especially in a draft league format, you either you don't have the same options with your walls, so hyper offense can run over some teams, especially in the draft format. But he does have a lot of stuff like 2 Rapid Spinners that can be used to trade. He's got a lot of fast offensive Pokemon that, you know, others might he can get some walls in the bye week if he needs it.
Yeah, Joey kind of lagged out there a little bit, but I hope you heard most of that. I heard most of that. So that's basically everything for Nakreen. So yeah, we're going to move on to Swishy and the Green Bay Giggling Gorgeist. Now, Swishy, I will say, have an amazing team. Soresan has come out and said, yo, the team is ass. Well, he hadn't said that, but he says the team is too defensive for its own right. They have Bronzong, Lantern, Weezing, oh my god, Regice, you know, all these bulky mons. And then they have Megalopony, which is one of the best offensive mons in the game. Like, how weird is that? So like they have a really, really good team, but they've had some unfortunate luck. They obviously took a forfeit win, which isn't a bad thing, but it's like it's a 3-0, and Swishy probably could have done better than a 3-0, you know. And then they took a pretty tough loss this week against who did they play again? Six Paths, yeah, the Kentucky Kabutops, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I saw the battle. Actually, I'm pretty sure it was a 2-0 or 1-0 or something. Very
Yes,
close.
2-0.
2-0, yeah. So it was pretty unfortunate for her. She definitely could have won, but Scarf Tetron. that's all I gotta say. Really, Scarf, Heatran, Fire Blast. I never would have predicted that. I'm pretty sure the Heatran was Scarf, wasn't it?
It was.
It was.
But he brought Scarf Heatran week 1 as well, so it's
Yeah,
not a
like
unique
I
thing.
always assume Heatran's defensive, so like maybe it's defensive. Sorry, like I always assume it is. So like if he was to bring that against me, like I would totally be fooled. But yeah, so Joey, what you think of the Green Bay Giggling Gorgeist?
I think what Soresan has said does have some truth to it. I mean, Landorus, Salamence, and
Gudra.
Mega Lopunny, and then Gudra to an extent can be offensive, but the teams that she brings kind of just don't have that offensive presence. So, I mean, Six Pass was able to just get off free damage every time, go into a counter, keep the momentum on his side, and then, Lantern goes down on a predicted Earth Power. She switched it in 2 or 3 times. She only had one answer to that Scarf Heatran. And once that went down, Scarf Heatran was able to run through the rest of her walls. And, eventually at the end, it's just, you can't do anything about it.
I'm actually just checking something here, and I'm pretty sure I won't jump at anything just because I'm just checking. Actually, I'm just seeing.
Advice, while you're doing that. Advice, trade with Nick Green. Get some offense for defense.
Oh, that would be a good idea.
True. I just looked at their team, and I was right. They don't have a single Rapid Spinner. That might be a bit of an issue because their 2 main offensive threats, well, other than Lopunny, which doesn't really mind rocks, but he minds spikes. But Salamence and Landorus really don't like rocks. And while they don't take spikes, rocks really messes up Salamence. Messes up Landorus, and especially messes up Salamence. And having no Rapid Spinner except for Defog on Salamence, I think it gets Defog. Like, even then, you'd have to run Defog on it, and that's no Gusto. That's no Gucci. So, I don't think so. I think they should definitely try to do a trade or try to pick up, hey, I'll give you guys some advice. Try to pick up Starmie. Hey, Gudra for Starmie. Why the fuck haven't they done that? Yo, I'm just looking at that. Yo, that would fix so much things. Anyway, maybe get a Rapid Spinner. I think you really need one, and a good one. Like Donphan and Starmie and Fortress are sitting in UU. Again, all the mons I named are pretty bulky, but you know what I mean. So.
I'm thinking Starmie would actually fit pretty well.
Yeah, it would be a third. It would be a third water type, but I don't know. I think it would do really well.
I'm gonna the outside. Get Alakazam. For some reason, someone put it in tier 3. And
that would be Joey.
What's it called? Hit something from the special side that's not a Gudra.
Yeah.
Just
even then, you could
offense.
Psyshock a Gudra, so like it's whatever.
Well, she has the Gudra, so.
Okay, no. Like Gudras are only like specially special offense.
Salamence.
Yeah.
So I'm saying just get an Alakazam for something just to hit specially because Mega Lopunny, Lando, C, and Salamence are all physical.
She can also take
The
the
lag
Magic Guard
is
Focus Dash.
so real. Okay, so we're going to move on to the best team by far in the league. Number 10, obviously, because, number 10 is just 10. Whoa, Cork City Cordillies. I'm your coach. Stop being so sarcastic. So, the Cork City Cordillies have had a pretty rough start. Not a bad one, but a rough one. We won week 1, 1-0 against Porygon, which honestly should have been better. But the Miltank proved to be a bigger problem than I assumed. We could have, there's no way we would have lost that match because Mega Aggron walled Miltank. Even Fire Punch from Miltank, oh my god, 7% to Mega Aggron. Mega Aggron is so good. And then the fact that Metagross didn't have Earthquake or Hammer Arm kind of saved us, but like Hammer Arm only would have done like 30% and we went for rest anyway, so we definitely would have beat Porygon. Go into week 2, we lost Trio, I believe, because Zach kind of messed up at the end and went for Ice Shard on a Life Orb, Mamoswine, and killed himself with Life Orb. He could have been a 4-0 if he just went into Scizor and Bullet Punch, but what you gonna do? Then we had a really tough loss against Soresan, which I swear to God I could have beat Soresan. I know I can beat Soresan. It's just I didn't plan enough for Cofagrigus. I didn't have enough. I couldn't deal with Cofagrigus and Registeel Core. Go into week 4, and just like it says here, we've had tough times against higher teams. But God damn it, against lower teams, we destroyed them. So it's like I'm somewhere in between, But next week we play the Trent Tortugas, like I said. I hope I do win, just so I can cement myself as someone higher up in the tier. Even though I think if I win, it doesn't matter. I'm still like 6th in the conference. I don't think I can make playoffs, but we're gonna try. Goddammit, we're gonna try. After the bye week, we face Six Paths, Joey, and someone else, all in the span of 3, and Bloom and Swishy, all in 4 weeks. So those last 4 games are gonna be, oh my god. So
I mean, the playoffs are still kind of in your hands.
I can get, like, I know I can beat people. No team is unbeatable, no matter what anyone says. No team is unbeatable, and I think I can beat them. I think if I team build well enough, and I definitely think I'm a good enough battler as long as I don't fuck up, which I do sometimes. Like this week, like I you know I'm a bad battler because I could have won like 6-0 if I really tried. I knew he was gonna go with a fair thorn and Mega Aggron. I knew he was going to get the Iron Bars and Rocky Helmet, but I was like, fuck it, I'll just write Heavy Slam. I shouldn't have done that. That's just you know. And even if I knew he was going to, I should have gone for Fire Punch. You know, I knew he was going to do it, so I don't know. Does anyone want to say anything? If you don't, it's fine. But I know I suck.
I mean, the problem I have with trying to properly rank you is you're either playing top of the league or bottom of the league every week. And
exactly, yeah.
So, I mean, somewhere in between the top and the bottom is where I put you. And, I mean...
Yeah, and Kraft and Jay are doing better than me, so you have to put them above me. So number 10, I think, is pretty on point. And that's where I was aiming for this week. I was literally aiming to go 10 or below, and we did that. I did like 4-0. Like I said, I could have done better, but you know what? We did what we wanted to do. We wanted to go 10 or better, and we did. So I think it's been a pretty successful week. Again, we're going to come back next week, and we're going to try to destroy North. We honestly have to. North, I'm sorry. But we're going to try to destroy North. We're going to get a 6-0, 4-0, 5-0. Or if we can't do that, we're going to win. Basically, we have to win that week. We have to win every single game. If we win every single game, I think we're in the playoffs no matter what. I think the most I can lose is 1 game. And that's against someone like Bloom or like a high team. I can't lose against a lower tier team because then I've lost. So, yeah. I think, does anyone...
What's your record?
My record is 2-2. So, again, it's not bad. But I've only won 1-0 and 4-0, but I've lost 3-0 and 4-0. So I'm on -2 right now, but we'll see how it goes. So with that being said, we'll move on to the Manchester Skitties and Kraft. Now Kraft is 2-2, just like me, but his losses have both come from hacks. Well, the first one, no, he was an idiot. He should have lost. First week he lost because he missed 2 Leaf Storms in a row. And Soresan Suicune set up all over him and beat him because it was really bullshit. Yes, you could say, he missed 2 Leaf Storms, but he could have taunted with the Crobat to stop the, he was in on Crobat, and he saved Crobat to get a better differential, and it ended up costing him in the ass. What did you say, sorry?
I barely remember this match, but it was a Rotom-Mow, so he also could have Thunderbolted, honestly.
Exactly, that's another thing I was saying. Why would you risk a Leaf Storm? Even if he Calm-Minded, it would have done enough. And he was, Choice Scarf or something? I don't know.
I don't think Thunderbolt at +1 and a +2 defense Suicune would kill from Choice Spec, so I think he was forced to go for the
I
Leaf
think he was
Storm.
at like 60% though.
No, he was higher than that.
And you'd have to, it'd be 2 Thunderbolts in a row. Even if one's +1, it would be a +0 Thunderbolt. It'd be on a +0 Suicune and then on a +1.
Yeah.
No, he switched in when it was +1.
He switched in? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, he could have stopped that by just simply going for taunt with Crobat. So I think Kraft.
This is several weeks old. We shouldn't be talking.
Yeah. Let's move on. He won his next 2 games, easy mode, and then this week he lost 4-0 because my God, Doruk destroyed him. Kyurem Black got a flinch on the Iron Head against the Mega Gardevoir. Mega Gardevoir took it, was left by a 30%, and then flinched on the Iron Head, which he was going for. Hyper Voice would have killed the Kyurem Black, and he would have made the match a little easier because Kyurem Black, every time it came in, it took like 2 mons. That was really hard for him. He couldn't get past it. But do I think Kraft would have won if he had beaten the Kyurem Black? Honestly, no, because the Talonflame was still too much of an issue. His Hippowdon died before or after the Gardevoir, and it didn't even die to Kyurem Black, so I don't think it mattered too much. And Hippowdon was the only thing that could take on the Talonflame. So honestly,
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, when you bring in a Mantine that's not even Assault Vest, and you take, what, 38% from a Mega Gardevoir Hyper
I
Voice?
know! Mantine is so good! I wish I drafted Mantine.
Yeah.
Mantine is
So,
awesome.
I mean, there was the flinch that maybe caused the differential to be different, but
Yeah.
I don't think there was
Yeah.
any doubt that Doruk was going to come out with a win in that game.
Yeah, I think we all agree Doric was definitely going to win, and it's nothing to do with Kraft. You know, he had no choice but to lose. You know, he didn't have a good matchup. His Sticky Web Mega Blastoise core was just too much for Kraft. With a Gavantula and Blastoise on Doric. Yeah, the Doric.
We'll get to it. Doric is just.
He's doing right. He's doing really,
It's all
really
just
great.
wall breakers.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. And it works though. It's hyper offensive, but it's to the point where it works. It's not like Nakreen where you just it's a different kind of hyper offense.
Yeah, we'll get to him later. I think this affects Kraft a little bit. I think it brings him back down to earth.
Yeah. Because he was he was kind of on a pedestal for a while. He was saying I'm the best team builder, but having this loss has definitely been hard for him. You've noticed he's been a lot less active on the thing. You know, he's definitely prepping for his next battle already. Like you could tell.
I mean, this just kind of goes to show that you can't just team build your way into having the best success in this league. You still have to be a good battler. I still think he is the best team builder. I just think this kind of shows him that
Second best.
There are other good team builders in the league, and he's going to have to not only team build well, but improve his battling skills to continue to have success. But I think the loss will knock him too much.
Yeah, and another funny news, Kraft's next opponent is Steven. So I don't know who to root for. Because at the same time, I want Kraft to win because he has the chance to make the playoffs. Steven doesn't have any chance of making the playoffs. But at the same time, I don't want to see Steven lose because I know Steven gets really depressed. So it is what it is. So we're going to move on to the Munchlax.
Konoha.
I'm not going to... Don't make me say it. So we have the Munchlax coached by Jay. Jay has had an incredible last few weeks. He has come through every single time, proved that he is a lot better than a lot of people said he was. I'm pretty sure he lost his first match, or maybe his second match or something.
He lost his second match against Bloom.
Yeah, he didn't have a great first few weeks. He won his first match, but he lost the second match. And a lot of people were saying, you know, Jay doesn't really have a chance. I hadn't really talked to Jay in week 1. I didn't really know anyone that well. So I didn't really think Jay was really going to go anywhere, but giggity goddamn. He has just come through and proved every single week, week 3 and week 4, that he is a force to be reckoned with, and I think he can definitely make playoffs. It really, really comes down to if he keeps playing the way he is, if he keeps focusing. Like, I've been team building with him, and I like what he's saying to me, what he's thinking he should do, and I agree with most of it. I think he's planning really, really well. Not much to say. Zen, do you want to say anything about Munchlax, because you did face him this week?
He actually has a very good team.
He does have a very, really good team.
Oh, yeah, he has a great team. I think everyone has those 1 or 2 mons that are like not good. Like, for example, in my case, Huntail and Regigigas.
Yeah.
In his case, Munchlax and Bayron. But no, yeah, he has Glasgow. He has Rotom Wash. He has what else? He has Mega Sharpedo.
Tyrantrum.
He has something else. Tyrantrum.
Special Entei.
Yes, special Entei. Goddamn. So yeah, I think he can take the rest of the league.
Yeah, he really, really can if he wants to.
I like the fact too that he has a lot of his offense comes from lower tier Pokemon that some people just might not be fully aware of, what their coverage is.
He legitimately drafted Lairon because, and I quote, he wanted to try something different. That just shows balls. Like, Jay does not care. And he wants to use the Lairon. Like, I've seen him. He's like, dude, I'm just waiting for a chance to lose Lairon. And can I just say, the Aggron species has been getting all of the love this season. Bloom has drafted Aggron. I've drafted Mega Aggron. And Jay has Lairon. Holy shit. Someone's going to draft Aaron any day now.
Wait for someone to get the air on the sturdy, toxic berry juice.
I was so close to doing it, man. You have no idea. But, so... yeah, I think Jay definitely has a chance to make playoffs. I think he definitely has a chance to, win the entire thing. This is his first real legit league, he told me. And for his first legit league, I mean, this is my first league as well. But this is his first official league. He's been doing really well. So props to Jay, and I hope he keeps trucking along like a car on the open road. Just.
I do want to see him do well, just simply because he's got, he still has the most points available to move and get upper tier stuff.
How many points does he actually have? Do you know?
He has 60 points to spare, so he can.
Jeez, that's a whole.
Yeah, that's because of all his under tier threats.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, without a doubt though.
Yeah, so he's got a lot of the points after kind of show that he does have a lot of under tier threats, and he's making. I want to see him make it work. So, props to him for it.
Yeah, props. And like Zen said, he said he has a few bad moms in Hitmonchan, Laron. I wouldn't say that because other than Laron, you can't really make the thing for Laron. Laron hasn't even had a battle yet.
Not Hitmonchan.
Oh, you said Hitmonchan, dude. But yeah, like what I was gonna say, Hitmonchan has been doing amazingly, coming through every single week and just smacking the shit out of bitches. So, props to Jay. I hope Jay does really, really well, and Jay will hopefully be in the analysis video. We'll see how that goes. So, we move on to the Long Island Rufflet Riders, the worst team in the entire league. Actually, second behind the FC Bag Loner because they suck. They're so bad. Long Island Rufflet Riders are coached by the worst coach in the entire league, Cubchoo. Cubchoo is just complete ass. He is the worst team builder, the worst battler, and he somehow hacks his way through, like, what are you, 2-0? 2-2?
2-2.
2-2. God damn you. Anyway.
2-0 on my conference, though. So
Cubchoo, give us a little speech. What are you thinking?
This week's game was amazing. Nothing happened.
Pretty accurate.
I honestly, you never have.
Cubchoo, you're kind of lagging there for a little bit.
I didn't play this week.
Go.
Where did we leave off? I have no idea. Okay. Yeah, I didn't play this week. I have a decent draft, even though I openly say I don't use two of my mons because I don't like Violet Plume and Electrode's useless if I have a Thunderous. That's all. I don't know. That's all I got. I've threats.
That's all you got. Yeah, you have Mega Absol and Thunderous, which are really, really good, and Cobalion. Like in those three, you could take on most teams in the league with those three. But like you said, like I think you should try Violet Plume. I think Violet Plume would do pretty well. Electrode might do well. I feel like Electrode is very, very overrated. Like I see a lot of people in NU use it. I'm like
Electrode let down, and I don't want to put it back in, especially with Thunderous.
Yeah. Oh yeah. True. If you have Thunderous, there's no point using Electrode unless your team has like a huge electric weakness. But other than that, or you just want speed. I don't know. But yeah, I think you've been having a great few weeks. Obviously, you got a forfeit win this week, so we weren't allowed to see you lose because you would have lose. Let's be honest. Come on, let's be honest. You would have lose.
No.
You were gonna lose. Come
What's the correct capsule?
Yeah. So you're in the Magma division, aren't you? You are. So you're gonna face.
Yeah, I'm in the Magma.
Steve.
You said there's a big four. Ooh.
Sorry, I didn't mean. I'm sorry. I want everyone to win. I want everyone to win. Like I want Jay and Kraft to go through. I want Dork to go through. I want you to go through. I want Zen to go through. I want everyone to go through. I want myself to go through in my own division. I want everyone to go through. But I feel like see the big thing about you, all right? Kraft and Jay have played matches, and you're getting forfeit wins, and that really doesn't help you. It's not bad, but it's just not great, you know. So it's just unfortunate. You still have 5 more games, so like you definitely still take it.
I mean, the reason I put him this high, he doesn't get that first week with the other coach that got the 6-0. So technically, with his coaching, he's 1-1. His one loss came with a 2-0 against the top ranked opponent, and then his one win came against third ranked opponent. So he's definitely shown himself to be
like you totally held yourself against, who was it, Bloom, or was it Six Pats? Yeah, you totally held yourself against him.
Six Pats and lost. Dork I beat.
Yeah.
Will you beat Dork?
Oh.
Yeah, he did.
Oh shit! I was literally about to say Dork is like one of those people who is definitely gonna make it through. If you beat Dork, holy shit, you're gonna go through. With that being said, I think we'll move on. Unless anyone wants to say anything, you want to say anything more?
There's nothing to say.
Nothing really to say. Forfeit win.
Next week.
I'll be here all next week, guys. So, moving on to the tied first place worst team in the league, the FC Bagnalona, by far the worst team in the league. They have all these stupid Pokemon. Like, let's be honest.
Yep, pretty much.
So, you had a Haxie win. Was it this week or last week?
This week.
This week. Against Bloom, was it not?
Yes.
Yeah. So, talk us through that.
Well, I mean, I found out later that he didn't have priority on his Hitmontop, which was the one thing that was scaring me because I outsped his Hitmontop, and I could have easily taken it out with 2 facades earlier in the match, but I just kept fearing the Mach Punch, which would have easily taken me out. So
taking out Zangoose, you mean, right? Just for people who don't know. Yeah.
And he didn't have an answer for my Zangoose, so every time it switched in, it got something. A kill. Yeah. It got 2 kills. So I don't know how. Like, I know the burn on the double burn on Zygarde
with the Lumberry. Yeah. You got 2 burns in a row. It's called, wasn't it?
Yeah. So that was crucial, and then I think a little bit with the Iron Head against Mega Venusaur was a little crucial. I don't know if it was too crucial because he didn't really have much recovery in the sun, so something else, or in the sand, so something else comes in and kills it. But,
yeah. That's the only thing with Mega Venusaur and Tornado on the same team. Mega Venusaur's best form of recovery other than Leech Seed is Synthesis, and if the sand is up, Synthesis is obviously a lot worse. It's only like 25%, so I don't think he should have dropped Hydreigon. But anyway, well, I mean, it's all.
The other thing too is that he also brought Tyranitar, even though I had the best Sand Rush user in the league. And
I know, yeah.
The only reason I ran Scarf Moldbreaker is because I was convinced he wouldn't
bring it. Yeah, maybe that's why he knew that, so he would bring it anyway. I don't know. And anyway, think about your team. What does Tyranitar beat? Like, what does he beat? Like, really think about it. Bop by Steelix.
He said he wanted to bring it for rocks, but I would have thought if he wanted something for rocks that, bringing Aggron with Sturdy almost guarantees you get rocks up.
Exactly, yeah. Aggron is the best Pokemon in the game. Guys, come on, guys, come on. But, Tyranitar, it gets bopped by Slowbro, bopped by Steelix, bopped by, who else? Aromatisse.
Oh, he did tell me it was to take on Specs Jolteon.
Even still. Aggron Metal Burst. Come on, guys. Aggron's the best Pokemon in the game. Come on. People are just not loving Aggron. Come on.
There was a little bit of a question with his team building, but still at the end of the day, he probably should have won that one with like a 2-0. So that's why I didn't really move myself up much.
Yeah. I personally think you should have, honestly, because you won. You deserve. Let's not be modest about it. Come on. But
wait,
yeah.
Was there hacks?
There was a little bit of hacks.
Yeah, pretty much one-sided.
Yeah, pretty much completely one-sided. It was loads of hacks. But yeah, we're going to move on to Richard Myperiors, coached by Zach. They are one of the few people who can... Actually, let's be honest, everyone can go through, really, except for Steven. But in Team Magma, Richard Myperiors is also a really, really strong team. We faced them week 2, and we got completely bopped by the Blissey. And I've been telling every single team that faced them since, focus on Blissey. I didn't give enough attention to Blissey. I focused too much on Thundurus. He didn't even bring Thundurus. Got bopped. I hate myself for it. I wish I really, prepped for Blissey. Because, isn't that so stupid in my mind, alright? This is my thought process, okay? I'm going to bring Superior for Blastoise. That's so dumb when he has a Blissey sitting right there. So, that was probably pretty bad team building by me. But, Richard Myperiors, honestly... I don't know. They're really, really good. I don't think I would have beat... I probably should have...
this is the Mega Altaria team.
Yeah. Scizor, Thundurus, Mamoswine, Mega Altaria. Just saying that, Blissey, Blastoise, they have an insane team. And, they could... I've said from week 1, they could definitely go all the way. But we'll have to see. They had another win this week, which is pretty good for them. And convincing win as well. So we're gonna see how they go. They should definitely be not taken lightly. Trust me. Cause the thing is, right? They lost their week 1, so I assumed, they're just this team. No,
they lost a close 1-0 against.
Yeah. I only everyone's like, there was a close 1-0. I was like, oh yeah, so they lost. I'm gonna beat them easily. God damn it. Anyway, we're gonna move on quickly because there's not really much to say about Zach. Zach is really, really good. He has a great team, good team builder. A great battler, and not much to say. Move on to the Philadelphia Flygons. I don't know if you can notice, but I'm kind of speeding this up a little bit because, Jesus Christ, it's late. Yeah. But Philadelphia Flygons, coached by Bloom? No, yes. Bloom, yes. So, Bloom has actually been pretty much top of the group, top 3, I think since week 1, basically.
Top 1 until last week when he got moved down to 2.
Yeah, slightly. So he's been literally top or second place this whole time, and now he's dropped to 4th. And what happened here?
He lost to me.
What
That
happened?
was
He
that
lost to
second-
you.
I know.
So it's like, I don't know if he should move down to 4 because of it, but at the same time, like, he lost, so he should probably move down further. But at the same time, he didn't lose that much, so it's like it's a double-edged sword. You can't really win in that case. But I think, yeah.
If he was able to hold out for one more turn against my Zangoose, he would have won, because my Zangoose was on 5% and toxic.
Oh wow, really?
I hate to be this guy,
Be the guy.
but Bloom has beat my team before I had it, which was terrible with Hoopa and Rampardos and stuff.
Oh yeah, it's awful.
And the Pangoros, who's also 0-4, even or 0-2 before the.
No, he didn't play the
Pangoros.
Pangoros. He didn't play.
Play Pangoros? They play. Who do you play?
He played Jay's team. He played the Munchlax second week.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Actually, that's really okay. I was gonna say like he beat 2. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, he's actually beaten some good opponents, especially
Jay,
he beat
especially
Jay when Jay was 3rd ranked at the time. He beat them.
I'm sorry, Bloom. I love you. I'm sorry. I
love you, oh my god.
But,
Okay,
I
so
mean, after the first 2 weeks, he was 2-0 plus 10. His first week definitely was the statement of the league. The statement of I'm going to be the player to beat this league, and
he was.
his week 3 kind of showed a little bit of a chink in the armor, so to say, and that's why I moved him down to 2. And I mean, this week he probably should have won, but he didn't. So
Yeah, who does
that's
he
why
play next week? As I want to know. Does he play a tough opponent or another easy opponent? Because most of the time he's like, out of the 4 battles, he's had 2 pretty comfortable battles. So
he is playing Swishy.
Yep.
Swishy. So that'll be interesting to see.
That'll be a game that can get him back up on the top.
Or
he
bump
wins.
him all the way to the bottom, because do not underestimate Swishy. She's really, really good. But
Yeah.
I think we're going to move on. Flygon has not much to say. They're a very, very good team. Very, very hacksy loss. But
I'm sorry.
I don't know. Maybe hacks maybe just sped up the battle. I don't know. Anyway, we'll move on to the top 3. The Kentucky Fried Combuskins, Hurricane Alanugias, and Kentucky Kabutops. Kentucky Fried Combuskins, coached by Doric. Top of the Magma division right now. Or Magma conference, sorry. They are playing phenomenally. They, like I said, they beat Kraft, one of the top people in the Magma conference, top people in the league. He was like 4th in the power rankings before this week. And he knocked him all the way down to 9. He obliterated Kraft. It was so sad to see. Then we have Hurricane Alanugias, who we played in week 3. They bopped us, so trust me. They got very, very lucky this week. Very, very, very lucky this week. They definitely should have lost. Like week 1, they should have lost, but they should be 2-2. But let's be honest, they are 4-4. Let's not, say what could have been. They are 4-0. They are one of the best teams in the league. They have an incredibly powerful team, and they are definitely very, very, very scary. And then we have Kentucky Kabutops, 6 bars, top of the league right now, and he was top of the league again last week, and he's kept his position after beating. He beat Swishy, didn't he?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
So, yeah, like I said, Swishy is not something to be underestimated. Someone to be underestimated. And he definitely proved himself. Scarf T-Tron came through for him. And Kentucky Kabutops, they're doing really well. So, anyone want to jump in and talk about the top 3 in any order?
Dirk, get a steel type.
True. Actually, what we're gonna do is
I play against him at work. He's a massive poison and steel. Nothing. I'm just double checking. I don't think he does have some. Sorry, he has no poison or no steel type, so he can literally get toxic on everything, which I took advantage of.
True. He
ago.
really, really can.
I mean, he has an electric and a fairy weakness combined together. That's another kind of basic thing, because his only resistance really to a fairy move is Talonflame.
And Talonflame does not want to take hits if rocks are up. So.
Yeah, I mean, so that is a problem for his team, but I mean.
So far, he's ignored that.
I mean, he's been able to play around it pretty well. His one loss was that close 1-0 to Cubchoo, which, I mean, even though you knew and you took advantage of his weaknesses, it was still, it came down to the wire. So,
Yeah. Definitely,
He's kind of,
definitely
I
not
feel like
something to
he's
be underestimated.
I feel like he's a hit or miss kind of coach. Like some weeks he'll come and he'll be above average, where he can still take advantage of some, and then some weeks he comes and he's just absolutely phenomenal, unbeatable, and he just comes up with something amazing. And some of it's just team building, some of it's how he's playing that day.
Yeah.
Also, one more thing to note.
Yeah.
This isn't. It worked this week. He brought the same 6 mons the last 2 weeks. It works. It worked this week. Almost worked last week, but change it up.
Yeah. So Hurricane Alan Lugia's actually, you want to move on, or do you want to say anything?
We can move on.
We can move on. So Hurricane Alan Lugia's, like you said right here, certainly one of the luckiest teams. Holy shit, that's no understatement. They've beaten 2 of the what was it, the biggest teams in the league. Week 1 they beat Kraft. Yeah, Kraft is certainly one of the biggest contenders in the league. And then they almost lost to North, and North is like the underdog in that match. North was expected to lose because Soresan's team building and his battling has been so good, but oh my god, substitute Gengar just messed Soresan up. And he knew it was going to happen. I watched his video and he was like, if he sets up a substitute here, that's going to suck. Sets up a substitute, bopped him. So, it's like, in some ways you could say maybe he's not a good battler because he knew the substitute was coming and yet he swapped out into Armaldo, let it die. Like when he had Cofagrigus in, I know you don't want to risk that, but when you know your opponent is going to do something, go with your gut, So I don't know if he doesn't want to risk it because Cofagrigus, like he said, is his only check to Scizor, but he had Suicune there, so I don't think so. I don't know. So anyone want to talk about it? Cubchoo, jump in.
Alright, Cubchoo, you got anything?
No.
Alright,
no.
He hasn't, to be honest, he still has a lot, like his tougher schedule coming in the second half of the season.
Yeah.
He's this high basically because he's still one of 2 undefeated teams right now. He's top of the Aqua Conference. You still have to give props for that, but I think Kraft and Aggron were the 2 highest teams he's played so far.
Yeah.
And
I was rank 9 when I faced him, or 7 or something, so I still wasn't top of the tier. By the way, Soresan, I swear to God, if you don't get the playoffs, I'm going to smack you, because you and me are going to play again, and I'm going to beat your ass. I swear to God! And if neither of us make the playoffs, we're going to do a bye week, by the way. If any of the people watching this in the league don't make it to playoffs, we're going to do like a mini tournament while the playoffs is going on just to see who's the better of whoever. I don't know. Hey, Joey, you could do it because you're going to suck.
Oh, thanks. We'll see how the second half of the season goes, and that'll definitely help shape, if he is where he should be or where he actually should, or where else he might be. But for now, you can't really say anything against him. He should have won, maybe 3 or 4 of the games, but he has won the games that he was supposed to win, whether it was luck or not. So
Sure.
number 2, but definitely not number 1, simply because number 1 has beaten good teams, and he just consistently does it in the late game and just pulls it out somehow.
Speaking of them, Kentucky Kabutops ranked number 1 for a reason. Like Joey said, they've been consistent. They've been great team building. I can't even speak, sorry. Great team building, great battling. They really thought the game out. And you can tell when someone's good when they save their late game wins. Like, every single week, Six Paths has realized his win condition. He's realized it, he's saved it, he's made sure that it doesn't die, it doesn't go down, and then he's used it. And, dude, that's, you're really good when you know you can confidently do that. And, so Zen, do you want to say anything about the Kentucky Kabutops?
Not really.
What?
Not really. I don't really know much about their team. I haven't looked it over.
Yeah, number 1, man. That's all we gotta say. Joe, you want to say anything?
Well, Cubchoo, you have anything before I go?
Yeah, I played them week 2. They really know, they counter team extremely well, and they know what to keep. What you said, they know even if it's an offensive mon, if it's a defensive mon, they know what to keep in the back, and essentially want to unleash it.
Yeah.
And it works.
Yeah.
One of the things I've noticed, actually coming in, looking back at a couple of them, is that they go in with a couple of win conditions. But
Yeah.
what they do well is they kind of lure out and figure what your win condition is. And then they force you to have to bring that win condition in.
And then
they
they
have
kill
the
it.
counter for it.
Yeah.
They have the counter for it, they take it out, then they bring their win condition in, and you have no answer to it.
Which is insane. Like,
I mean,
yeah.
this week it took him, I think, 2 or 3 switch-ins, and I think he was just testing the water with Swishy to see if she had any other answer to Scarpetran other than Lantern, and she didn't. And then he brought it in on something else that was she was obviously gonna switch, and he went for Earth Power. I think he brought it in on Landorus T or something.
Yeah. Which is a
pretty
bold
weak.
play. Which is a very, very bold play.
And going for Earth Power on Landorus T,
Which could have
knowing she was
bopped it.
Yeah, I mean that was a play right there that he confidently knew that Lantern was going to come in to take that, and
Dude, think how bold that is. If Swishy didn't swap out, if she knew he was going to go for Earth Power, bop, dead.
Yeah, I mean
Gone.
that's just that. And the thing is it's not just a 1 week kind of hit or miss. He's done that consistently for 4 weeks now.
Yeah. So we play 6 paths in week 6. Joey, you haven't played 6 paths yet, have you?
I played him last week.
You played him last week, yeah.
I was a 2-0 loss, and against me, they saw that my counter to their win condition was Sableye, and he was willing to give up his Mew to take down or weaken my Sableye so that he could Scarf Tauros, lock himself into Facade after I burned it instead of having to lock himself into
Which,
Earthquake.
by the way, I swear to God, like every single pick from their OU to their NU was great. Because I was actually thinking about picking Tauros. I was legitimately thinking about, but when I picked up Snorlax, I was like, no need another normal type. Like, might as well just pick up, Muck. So, which I don't regret, by the way. But Tauros is a really, really good man, and he's been bringing it most weeks, which is really, really good. So he's an incredible battler. Sorry, what did you want to say?
Oh yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see. I want to see his matchup week 8 against Bloom, because I think that will be the one that decides
week 6 against me. I'm gonna beat him. I promise you, I will win.
I think the week 8 one will definitely.
Oh yeah,
show.
week 8 is huge. Week 8 is huge. Yeah. Hey, week 8 is huge for both of them. They play them, but I play you. Oh, week 8 is gonna be fun. Week 8 is gonna be fun.
I mean, those two playing each other, if they both stay at the level they're at, that'll be a great one. I think I play Soresan next, so we'll see how that goes. But then,
Soresan, dude, if you don't beat Soresan, I'm gonna cry. Someone needs to beat Soresan. Because it's too much.
But then the 6 pass against Soresan and Bloom against Soresan as well. I think that'll help.
If you 3 beat Soresan might be up there in the league right now, but he's going to drop all the way down if you 3 beat him. And I think you can, because honestly, I think Soresan has only been getting past in his top battles. I'm not saying he's bad, I'm just saying he's getting past. He's not beating them, So...
The thing about the loss this week for Bloom is it actually kind of opens up that playoff race a little more.
Definitely.
Than it was looking before, where there's going to be 1, 2, and 3 are going to go by who gets the first loss, and now Bloom can easily beat 6 pass. I don't have a doubt about that, but that would a three-way tie. 6 pass beats me, I beat Bloom, Bloom beats 6 pass, and then you throw in Soresan, you throw in yourself in there, you throw in Swishy.
Yeah.
That just makes it a little more interesting with that. And then you got the Magma Conference, which everyone wins.
Yeah, both conferences are very, very open, and it's going to be very, very exciting to see how the rest of the league plays out. I think we're going to finish it off there, guys. It's almost been an hour. Thank you, guys, if you enjoyed, if you've been watching this whole video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, make sure to heavy slam the like button down below first, and make sure to subscribe to become a member of the Aggronix. And with that being said, it's bye from me.
Hold up. Forgot to put this in the beginning. The previews before the power rankings are on Soresan's channel.
Link to Soresan's channel will be in the description. Make sure to check it out there.
We will be doing that every week. So after the results, but before the power rankings go up, we'll have a discussion with some other members on there as to where they think other players should be going, so we'll get more insight.
And hey, if you love my buttery voice, maybe you go over there and check out me. I don't know. I don't think I will be in a lot of them because I could always just do it here. But
yeah,
I don't know. We'll see.
But,
we'll see.
I mean, if you like the league,
If you love the league and you are excited to see where it's going, like I am, make sure to like I said, all the links are in the description. It's linked to Soresan, subscribe for me, and then Lee's and WordPress is down there as well. So, wow, it's been an hour. I'm starting to slur my words. We're gonna get out of here. All right, guys. Later.